Hey guys, it's Tali and welcome back to my corner of the internet. Today I am filming my Boyfriend Picks My TBR. Anthony's currently studying, so I'll be going through the books he just picked and showing you which one's from my shelf and which one's from his that I'll be reading over the next couple of weeks. The first one is one that I've already started today, and it is called Giffen by Layla Suzanne. This is a YA dystopian novel that follows a girl called Ruthie who has been blessed with the gift to bring soil back to life and sort of harvest plenty of food. In this world, to be a Giffen is to be accursed, and so she is sort of forced to keep this a secret. No one's meant to know. Only her mother and the village elder know. Otherwise, she would be taken away to the city and forced to work for the government. That's sort of all I really know. It's really good so far. This was one of the ones that I had picked up. This next one is easily Anthony's favorite book. It is Nausea by Jean-Paul Sartre. It is, all I really know is that it is amazing to Anthony and it is all about French existentialism. So I'll read the back. So Nausea is both the story of a troubled life of a young writer, Antonin Roquintin. I've definitely butchered that. And an exposition of one of the most influential and significant philosophical attitudes of modern times, existentialism. A seminal work of contemporary literary philosophy, Nausea evokes and examines the dizzying angst that comes with trying to live. So this one was the first off Anthony's shelf, obviously, and is something that I would personally never pick up, so it'll be interesting to see how we go. Similarly, I got no clue with this one other than it was on his shelf and he wanted me to test it out before he read it. This is a sci-fi book called Feeder and it is by Patrick Weeks. This follows Lorelei Fisher as she hunts monsters, not with a sword or a gun, but with interdimensional creature called a handler. Together, they take down feeders, aliens who prey on mankind. When Laurie touches a feeder, handlers in possibly large jaws appear and drag the beast into another dimension. It's a living, or was, until a job for the Lake Foundation goes wrong. Laurie stumbles across the Knicks, a group of mutant teenagers held captive by on the docks. Now the Lake Foundation is hunting Laurie, and if they find her, they find Ben, the brother Laurie would do anything to protect. There's only one thing to do, strike first. So this seems like kind of a YA story. Again, that's the first time I've read that, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, I normally hate sci-fi aside from Murderbot, which I've spoken about before, and Gleanings / Scythe, because that sort of is a similar vibe. But this is something that is way out of my comfort zone. Nausea, like being a little bit historical and thought-provoking, is something that I do enjoy in terms of romantic poetry, like the Romantic era with authors like Byron, William Wordsworth, and John Keats. So it'll be interesting to sort of see how something like this might change my reading style, but I very much doubt it. This is another one I bought a while ago that Anthony picked off my shelf. It is called Gothel Horror. It is a Warhammer horror novel. Warhammer is a board game that spans different universes, and so you build and create minis in order to play against another person in different campaigns. So there's 40k, 30k, and Age of Sigmar. So this one, I believe, is in the 40k science fiction style universe again. I'm not going to read the blurb just because it's really long. But I think the general gist of this one is a little bit on the darker side. So I'm definitely interested in this, but I wasn't going to pick it up for a while, so we'll see how we go. And the final one was sort of the exception to the rule. It was originally meant to be 2 from my books, 2 from his, but he really wanted me to read some of his horror manga, and so we ended up compromising with The Drifting Classroom by Kazuo Umeze. And so this one is a horror manga, and out of nowhere a school vanishes, leaving a hole in the ground. While parents mourn and authorities investigate, the students and teachers find themselves not dead but stranded in a terrifying wasteland where they must fight to survive. This a little bit sounds like a kid version of Alice in Borderland, where people must like survive for their life, or kind of Squid Game vibes. So we'll see how we go. Obviously I don't know too much. I've only recently got into manga. I've read a few. I've talked about Year of the Dawn in particular. That one was okay, but yeah, so we'll see how we go with something. Again, I typically fucking hate horror. I get very, very scared despite having completely finished Game of Thrones now, and the blood and the violence and scenes like the Red Wedding. But yeah, we'll see how we... Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed some of these, and we'll see how we go. I'm going to follow this video up probably in a few weeks with sort of a vlog of how I went with reading each of them if I finish it. It was originally meant to be for May, but due to tech issues, it's been pushed back. So we'll sort of just go through May, June, maybe into July, depending on how bad they are. Yeah, so we'll see. But thank you so much for watching. If you want to follow my journey, see some more cat content and occasionally couple videos from me and Anthony, feel free to subscribe.